Sweetheart. And these fields, these great sweeping plains, the rolling hills and us, and forever. This is our story, you and I. Memories and fantasies, dreams and days, some gone, some yet to come. But this is our story. Lay yourself down, your head upon my lap, and let me play with your hair, stroke your brow, and remind you of all we are, all we ever need to be. The grass swayed like children, lost in the evermore of a song only they heard, yet we heard it as well, captured, as it were, within the confines of our hearts. I knew you then as I know you now, as I always shall, always must. You are as much a part of me as my soul, my breath. I am no longer I, never, was, never wanted to be. The baby who drew its first breath, gulped in the world, tiny lungs struggling for their first taste and knowing that I waited for you. For you are my breath, you are the blood within my veins. I am not I, no, not now, not ever. No, love, I do not want to be. Let me be us and only us, forever us. How well do you remember that day, that time, lying amongst the tall grasses, listening to the whispered secrets of the wind amongst the grain, the gentle hiss and sigh, while far overhead the heavens waited for our smiles. Eternal blue, the great vastness, a blue so brilliant, so overwhelming, it made me want to weep. Clouds strolled past, and we found dragons and monkeys, dogs and dreams, in their fluffy endeavours. We giggled, you and I, the soft mad lunacy of love, lost in time, lost in dreams, and oh, beloved, lost in that perfect moment. We are the children of a perfect God, the only ones. The sky was made for us, the clouds, playthings of our minds, where joy danced and flitted about. We laughed as we argued, as we joked. How can that be a dog? It has no tail. Yes, yes, I see that. A monkey in a hat. The clouds were gathered, soft as our souls, our words, our eyes. Do you remember it? Can you feel the soft air upon your cheek, the spot on your neck where I traced the pulse of you with my wand of foxtail, its soft green seed head, a whisper, my paintbrush? These are our times, our days, our glorious moments, just you and I. This is our secret journal, our memory, our hope. The dancing grass whispered to us as well, welcomed our entry into its deep fold, and shrouded us from the world external. It was our bed and fortress, our secret house, and, amongst all the furnishings we would ever really need, we dreamed. We gave names to things, pretended we were the first, and that none had come before us. Stems and flowers, leaves and branches, birds and insects were all renamed, christened in our private silliness. We were allowed to be silly. We had abandoned adulthood and returned to the purity of youth, the perfection of love. It is simple, isn't it? It is easy to forget the complications we make to our lives, the burdens we add, the things, always the things that do little for us but weigh us down and keep us still. We were perfect as we were, grass as a bed, the sky as our canopy, the birds for our music. Do you remember? The day slid into night, and the stars came out from hiding to display a cloak of infinite finery. We gloried in their majesty, their beauty, and were left in silence at the contemplation of their numbers. I am the clay you moulded into a statue. Your breath caused my heart to beat. With weary eyes, once born of mud and soil, I turned heavenwards and saw the sun. Limbs once weighted with stones and tears flexed anew. A spring found strength and joy, ever joy. A wellspring of you who is the bearer of warmth and ease and dreams of laughter. And so I love you. It's an easy enough thing to say, just a phrase, a few words, and yet, in them, in their meaning, lies the mysteries and secrets of the heart, a story that cannot be told easily nor quickly. I imagine you. I feel you. I can taste you in my tongue, smell you like the softest scent from the most delicate of flowers. Your skin is a wine to me of finest vintage. There is nothing better. To taste is the consummation of your essence and the completion of mine. My words are loose wrappers for feelings that cannot be contained, delicate papers with phrases of love, respect, joy, admiration. But these things are only half-truths, loose wrappers. No matter what I say, no matter how I try to form in pen what I say in my heart, I do you no justice. Can I describe you as a star, a sky, a verdant field of billowing grains? You're none of these, and yet you're all of them and more. You encompass all, are all, contain all that is beautiful and noble, and I feel unworthy to lie beside you. I feel amazed to stand at your side. So here I am, collecting my loose wrappers, offering them to you like some child collecting leaves they find pretty. I hold them out to you in hope one or two might find their way into your pocket. This day, this perfect and glorious day, where you and I hid from the world, abandoned it for this sea of green. Darling, what you have just listened to is an excerpt from an upcoming audiobook, Perihelia. Yes, this is over-the-top love. It is screaming, wanting, passionate love without limits, because I have no time for anything less. This is not about careful or sedate love. It's not about well-controlled and mature love. Who needs that? No, beloved, not at all. This is for the heart that beats louder and harder, the breath that quickens and the pulse that races. If you want well-measured and tame love, this isn't for you. If you're uninterested in romanticism for the sake and need of romanticism, then this is not for you. That said, if you think that love should roar and leap and dance with all the majesty it deserves, if you think that passion should be like unbridled horses racing across a field, and that feeling, actually meaningful feeling, every breath you take means more to you than the sun, then this is for you. I would love to hear your opinions or feedback. Feel free to email me at craigmurrayauthor, all one word, @gmail.com. and put love letters in the subject so I see them right away. Of course, all the usual things apply. This is a work of fiction. All rights are retained by the author, Craig Murray, and it may not be reproduced in part or in whole by any means without permission. Thank you.